Hi, this is Alan Wheeler, and I'm recording a video response. I think that's what VR stands for, to Natalia Ouroboros. And um, the first was the top 7 uh, tarot decks as council members. This is the top 7 Oracle deck guides. Um, if they were teeny external advisors, I think that's how she put it. And what decks would I choose? So I'm starting here at my home altar, which is a desk. And for earth, I keep a plant and stones, crystals. For fire, some candles, incense for air, and some bottles of water. And you can see various tarot decks, books, and items here. So I'm going to crassly push aside some of the things I have set up here, and without burning down the house, welcome you right onto my altar space. Excuse me. There's a candle there. And I almost didn't make this video similar to the last time because I didn't think I had 7 Oracle decks. I'll be pushing it, and you'll see how as I go. So when I first tried divination, I felt very uncomfortable with anything like tarot cards, but I felt my cord is mysteriously pulling the laptop here. Sorry, I don't have much cord here. Okay, let's try again. So not feeling, I felt more comfortable with the I Ching because it had an ancient history. I associated it with Taoism and Lao Tzu. And so, although I've used online I Ching Oracle cards, what I primarily used to start out with was my homemade version with some coins that actually came from Thailand. We used to go there yearly when I was for a conference when I taught English in China, and a little book of meanings that I put together myself from actual literature. And on each page, I have a little picture of the hexagram, the number, and the 6 lines, and the basic description there on each page. I guess I should flip through like it's a flip through of a deck, right? Make it very authentic. So this was my first encounter. I'm going to count that as my first advisor, and I would picture this advisor as a wise Chinese gentleman like Confucius, Kongzi in Chinese, or Lao Tzu. Safe, I felt it was safe, cultured, wise, maybe a kind of leader in a way. And so that those were also the kind of messages that the I Ching cards. I picture that as a he. Interestingly, I kind of broke down, and I had I think 3 he's and 4 she's when I personified these oracles. The next one was also homemade. And I tend to use rune stones now, but in the beginning I made my own cards of the runes. And again, am I like a real flip through here, talking and flipping at the same time? with good lighting. Yes, very professional. Good production qualities here. And so the runes now I picture as maybe Odin as Wanderer. I wish the light were a little better. And like Gandalf. And this is simplicity, although a wizard in as far as being wise, intelligent, but very simple and unadorned, but yet true and powerful, magical. So that's the advisor of the runes, and I turn to them as often as I do more often maybe than anything else. Again, I felt more comfortable with these kind of cultural, historical things in the beginning, but the first deck of cards that I had of any kind, tarot, other than playing cards, of tarot oracles, was the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reed, and it seemed to call to me. At the time, I saw other people online writing as though they'd had that similar experience, and this is like a beautiful teacher with a map. I see her as like a. I remember having teachers I had crushes on when I was in middle school or in school, who were very beautiful teachers, smart. And so this is the compass, the map in the guidebook. And this one I see as beckoning, offering gentle guidance. She is honored and treasured. I had learned from a online codename Owl 513, Owl Moon 513, who taught how to bond with the deck, and I saw some of those videos early on 4 or 5 years ago. And here's the beautiful back. And here are, oh, I think you do it this way. Whoops. And so here is the Spirit of Place, a good card for this deck because each oracle is a place on the map, or a person at a place on the map here. And Deep Freeze reminds me of the Isa rune, but here pictured as this frozen lion or statue of a lion in the ice. So that power under stasis. So she's a very beautiful, here we have Come Together, reminding me of the Two of Cups, with some differences there. So I'm going to wrap her back up in her beautiful dress and the poetic, artistic advice that she gives, the Enchanted Map Oracle. She's treasured and honored. The next one, also a she, obviously. This is the Kuan Yin Oracle. And she is compassionate and also wise, but very spiritual. Buddhist. Trying to get better light again. Also coming with the nice guidebook here. And Kuan Yin, to me, speaks apart from the deck as well as through the deck. But when she comes in meditation, it's like the ocean to me. It's like the tide coming in. It's so gentle, almost imperceptible at first. But then, given the time and patience, suddenly that powerful ocean, those waves are there, coming in like the tide. And these are the beautiful images of this version of Kuan Yin. And these, I don't lay them out in spreads. I will draw one card and put it on the altar for days. So it's deep messages, almost like being with the goddess for in that aspect for a time. And so those are how this advisor works with me. Compassionate, healing. The next, so from here I shift. From here I shift. I think something similar happened, and the more recent ones, I've gotten since I began having some professional readings done about once a month. And again, that is from codename Al Moon 513. But in the first reading, the professional reader, a priestess, used the mystical Shaman Oracle and said that it came forward for that reading. And so I ordered that in faith, really. I ordered that deck, but it truly feels like it was meant for me. And the messages always, I resonate. And these I use digitally, online, in spreads, freely. But I'll often leave a card out for time, for a time. And they're very beautiful card images. In the guidebook that came with the big beautiful box set is also very good. And each objective or book meaning comes with an essence, a invitation, and the medicine, which is kind of a reversal type aspect reading of each card. I think the Witness was the first card in that reading that I received. Also the Time Master, I think, in that reading. That mindfulness, stepping back, being aware. And this is a he that I picture, and a shaman, not surprisingly, as the deck is named. The messages are mystical, shamanic, and sometimes aid me in shamanic trances, come to me, assist me in those meditations. Number 6, Wisdom of the Oracle. I don't own this deck. It's been used time and time again in the professional readings for me. I do use the online version, and it's on my list of decks to get. But for this video, I printed out a picture of the box. I have received "not for you" message at least a couple times. The "message in a bottle" card, which confirms some synchronicities going on in my life. The transformation card, Between Worlds it's called. And you can see this flamingo becoming colorful as though passing through a threshold, a spiritual threshold, and the card changes as well. But this deck, to me, is like the ethereal weirdo character in romantic comedies. The picture on the box seems to be a fairy queen, beautifully dressed, but I picture her as this artistic, again, trying to capture the light, but this artistic, strange woman with these wild paintings, but they're crystal clear. They're on target. There's a character in a TV show I watch who's this, seems to be just off her rocker, out of this world, free associating, but she's a brilliant lawyer and no one can ever beat her. She's always got the master plan, but it comes to her intuitively through vast experience with the law, and things will connect, and she will just win the court case every time. And that is the wisdom of the Oracle for me. The last deck, and where I am at in life at this time, is the Isis Oracle. And this, I've got some videos up, I think, or blog posts about connecting with Isis as a goddess, which happened first. But she is just herself. I guess that's too simple to say. Fiery, powerful, with sovereignty, like the picture here, but yet the divine feminine, and with qualities of healing and bringing together the broken pieces, life force. And so those are the advisors from various Oracle decks. And I had to stretch. Some I don't have, some were homemade, and so on. But I did want to participate in this. Now, I already did the surprise for the 7 Oracle decks, where with the surprise reveal that it's a projective test. So I won't go further with that here, or I don't think I'll do another video, just knowing the whole time that the divine, I even have a mirror here on my altar, and wrote a note, a reply to a comment by Natalia, that, oh, there's my wife Kristen and I in a picture reflected in the mirror, reflected in the laptop, like an infinity mirror. Not actually. But in my reply, I said the divine, maybe the divine reflects us back to ourselves. That's why we have so many different cultural pictures of the divine and personal pictures of the divine. But maybe also we reflect the divine as though created in her image, created in his image, created in their image. So question mark, question mark, question mark, food for thought. But maybe these oracles are tools in doing that. I'll have to think about that some more myself. But let me stop here. I hope this wasn't so slow that you had to click on the icon and put it on fast speed, but if so, not a bad idea if that helps, because I do process slowly. Thank you for watching. Many blessings. I hope you feel divine connection and sacred space through not just my altar, but those of others who watch and other videos in the sacred space. Take care. Bye. Yes, take care. Bye.